Good afternoon, this is Pat Walker at Mission Winners making a video for Aaron on exhaustion patterns. This is a great question. This will be great for everybody. How to focus on them, how to see them as they're happening. And so we're going to look at a bunch of different charts. We're going to pull some of these up. Basically, the key point is this. Stocks can have a nice steady slope like this. And when you start to see the slope of the pattern pick up, like right here, you can see like this is just a nice kind of grinding up line. When it starts picking up like this, you know that the slope of that line is not sustainable. And also combine price and volume with it. And look at this. It's going up, it's going up. Oh, good volume on this bar right here. And then look at this bar. Up. Look at the volume drop off. People noticed that. And how you can say, how can I say that? Look at the next bar. Gap down and they sold the tar out of it. The slope of the line was nice and steady here, and then it got steeper. That is not sustainable. Let's see if we can find some more. I'll drag another one in here. Yalla. Well, this is a current one. Look at that. Right here. Grinding on up. And over time, a trend like this cannot keep on going. So this was a good volume bar here. And then right here, it's just a quiet inside bar. And then right here, it starts to fall on a slight pickup in volume. You see that? That is a telltale sign to sell more. Okay? Next day, falls further. And what does it do? It loses the ADMA. And what are you going to do? You sell more. And then, and we sold into strength too, okay? Like you see this bar right here? I even have it marked. This bar right here runs up, but look at how it closes. Now it still closes above the 8, but on a bar like that, we're going to sell a little bit more. And then finally, right here, it loses what? Loses, gaps down and loses, falls below the ADMA and the 20, and it's done. You take it. Let's see if we can find some more here. I'm just going to scan here a bit, okay? TSM runs up. You see, start getting loose bars like this. And again, what have we done here? We've sold some into strength. We know we're not going to get the top, but also note this bar right here. It gaps up and closes near its lows. If we don't sell on this bar, we'll definitely be selling some on this bar just to know that we make some, that we're going to make more money, and it works. Let me see if I can find some more from the past. Here we go. IIPR. I'll drag it into the window right there. Buy. And it runs up. Note the slope of this ascent. It is not sustainable. Goes up, goes up, goes up, goes up. Good day, okay? But we're on the lookout, let me tell you. You see right there? You think people realize that this slope of this line is not sustainable? Look at that price and volume bar. They sold the tar out of it. And what do? We sold into it. And then look what it does. It starts to rally up again. And look at the volume dropping off. Let me drag this up the window a little bit more. I'm sorry. There we go. So we can see this. There we go. And you see this? It's rallying up. But note how the volume here is less than here. And what happens? It gaps up and starts to fall. And look at the volume pickup. People saw that. Okay? Now this is the part you're going to love. Look at this. It rallies up on good volume. And then it falls. And then it starts going back up to the old highs. But note how the volume here is less than here. See that right there? And what does that tell us? There ain't as much power. Sell some into that. Sell some into that. And then look what happens. Boom! And look at that volume. Serious selling right there. There's a ticket to sell more, to sell the rest right there. These are all keyless stocks, by the way. Let me see if I can find another one. THC, no, that's not a good example. I'm just clicking on some past winners. Oh, there's Tesla. Here we go. This is from way back. This is before the split. Look at this. That was a 600-point run. Check this out. Buying, buying, buying. Gaps up. Okay? Emotional gaps up. Emotional gap up. Sell some. Emotional gap up and fade. Sell some. Right there. I mean, that's a big gap up. That's a big gap up, and that's a huge gap up. You get something like that, and again, the slope of the line is not sustainable. You combine all that together, what do? it is like an exhaustion pattern, as you were asking about, Aaron, selling into that. Let me see if I can find another one. I don't know. Let's see here. Octa. Here we go. I'm just clicking these off past winners. Look at this. Buy right here. Rallying up. Ooh, look at this. It's really extended in price. And you can just see that sucker's extended in price. Look what they did right there. Look at the volume pickup. Here, let me drag this up a little bit higher. I'm sorry. There we go. Look at that. They sold that. They sold it. And then it starts rallying again. Everything's good. Everything's good. But check this out. It hits highs right here. And the next day, it goes up. Still good volume, but a dramatic drop off. What's it do the next day? Look at that selling volume come into it. Boom. They're just selling into it. It's literally exhausting itself. But here's the real telltale sign. Maybe I can make this bigger. Let's see if we can. Yay. There's still hope for us. Let me try it one more. There we go. Look at right there. It gaps up. It closes here. It gaps up, runs up, and reverses down. You know what? That, and I'm going to shrink this again now. Remember that bar right there, okay? I'm going to shrink this again. Look at the volume on that animal. They literally are exhausting it. Meanders around, starts to go up again, but note this time how the volume here, this is a great lesson. Note how the volume on here is less than here. And finally, it exhausts itself, puts in a reversal bar, and on that bar, last share sold. Done. I don't know if I could find another one. Let's see. Here we go. AMD. There it is. Buy right here. Runs up. Starts to fall on increasing volume. And again, you have an emotional gap up right here. You have an emotional gap up right here. You got to be careful with that. Spikes up. You see that top bar right there? Look at the volume. There's no volume. And then what's it do? Falls on a pickup in volume. See that right there? Drops down and falls. What are you doing? 3 bars. Sell into that. Sell into that. Don't sell all of it because this trend is still up. Then it starts to rally again. All right? And then it does this. It gaps up. See the opening? I'll make this a little bit bigger for us. This is important. This is a good question. Gaps up and reverses down. And I'm sorry I can't pull the... I can't put the volume on that right there. I'm sorry. Because this gaps up, volume's okay, but look at the next bar. People saw this. They said, that sucker gapped up and closed in the bottom half of its range. We better be careful. And look what they do. Everybody sees it. The next day, it gaps down on a big pickup in volume. There you go. That is selling into strength, but also pointing out exhaustion patterns over and over. And the moral of the story is this. Combine price and volume, and how is the chart acting? Is it extended from a buy spot? Is it acting choppy up there? We study price and volume, and that gives us I've used this for years. That gives us great insight. It's like, hey, we ain't overstaying our welcome. We're going to sell more into this animal. And it works. It works. Now, are we going to get the top? Heck no. You think we sold up here at the top? Nah, liars sell at the top, but we're going to make a lot of money along the way. Anyway, I hope that helps you, Aaron. I just wanted to go through just with some real world examples of actual keyless stocks that we did not that long ago, recently. So I hope it helps you, and I thank you very much. And this is for the team, too.